welcome to our show. How often have you read an article like this? 2 more youngsters drown in swimming pools. Well, because of your requests, we presented a woman who did something about it. Her name is Crystal Scarborough. Now, she teaches babies to swim before they can walk. Now, as a result of your first you asked for it appearance, what happened to you and your wonderful swimming tots?
Jack, it was wonderful. I received letters from so many people who wanted to help me in my crusade, and swimming instructors all over America have been teaching the tiniest of infants how to swim ever since.
Well, I can remember that amazing little 4-month-old girl.
You mean Karen Ray?
I sure do. Now, how is she these days? I know she learned to swim before she could walk.
It's a lucky thing she did, too, because she was called on to save her own life before she was a year old.
Well, Crystal, let's look back on what we saw that day at your school so that every anxious parent can see how you trained little Karen Ray and the others to swim before they could walk.
In every case, Crystal's objective is to get baby accustomed to the feel of the water, particularly on her face and head. Little Karen Ray didn't mind this first step at all, especially since a lot of attention from teacher and mother went along with her introduction to the sport. Well, next, this young lady was ready for a bigger pool. So let's watch Crystal at poolside. Of course, Karen Ray had to have her swimming suit on first. The familiar hand gently over the face again. The familiar water drips over the head. And now, the next step. And over backwards. Now, because a baby is so relaxed, there's no natural fear of water. She learns to kick and move much like she'll later learn to crawl on dry land. Well, that's about enough for the first lesson. Now, here's one of Crystal's advanced pupils. This young lady with the great big swim fins is Mary Frances Mann. She could hardly wait for her lesson to start. At 1 year old, this is just plain fun in a huge bathtub. And that's the way teacher wants it to be. Beyond teaching the babies to take care of themselves in the water, Crystal saves the more detailed instructions for later years when coordination and understanding are better developed. The purpose is to make swimming pools safer, not to train juvenile champions. As a result, her pupils take to the water like fish. What's more, they love every minute of it. Now, to prove my point, look at this bunch getting in the swim.
Just a pool full of little mermaids and mermen. How they love that water. Well, Crystal, many people have said that you couldn't teach an infant to swim, yet you've proved just the exact opposite. The younger they are, the quicker they learn.
Jack, we're not interested in making champions out of them, just teaching them how to take care of themselves in an emergency.
Well, I'd like everyone to see a scene that we showed before. It's a happy ending to a drama that could so easily be a tragedy. Michael Stevens is his name, but with or without clothes, he's at home in a pool. Well, that one scene is worth more than 1,000 words. I know it will affect every mother and father watching. Well, thank you again, Crystal Scarborough.
Jack, I'm delighted to have joined you again.
Yes, Karen Ray is one little girl whose family never will face the fear of water. There are others, too, thanks to Crystal Scarborough. Stories of swimming pool tragedies will become scarcer year by year. This we're happy to report as the result of another You Asked For It feature.